Michael, what's up, man?
Hey, Reggie, how's it going?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for taking time. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, man. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm stoked to be talking to you, and I'm ready to fucking rock.
Oh, I know, man. Dude, you're coming to Indy next week, man. It seems like every holiday season between November and December, Indianapolis gets blessed and just rocked our asses off with the gift of Steel Panther, and you're coming again next Friday on Black Friday. Um, this time with Lexi, because Lexi was not here last year, on the Sunset Tour, man. How pumped are you guys to come back to Indy? And do you guys try to hit the same cities every year around holiday time?
Well, first of all, coming to Indy on Black Friday is very important to us because we like to shop. And Lexi's with us. Last year he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was going through his rehab stint,
Mm-hmm.
and he's doing so good, and he loves to shop now. It's like his new thing, right?
Right.
So we're going to be shopping that day, Friday, when we get into town, and then we'll come do the show. And it's just the way this tour works out for the winter fall tour, Steel Panther North America. It usually ends up being that this route just works really good, and we do pretty well at the Egyptian Room, right?
Oh yeah.
So they ask us back, and we come in and we do it, and it's killer. And it's like it's our holiday tour. We've been doing it for like, oh my God, probably 10 years now, maybe 9.
Mm-hmm.
And if we don't go to the East Coast and do a tour in November and December, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with myself.
Right.
I need to get to the East Coast. I need to feel the cold. I mean, right now I'm in LA. It's 80 fucking degrees.
Oh, you gotta cool off, man.
Yeah, right. I'm hot. I don't want to be hot anymore. I'm done. I'm ready for some snow. I'm ready for some warm up some girls on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the good thing about Indy with Black Friday and the Egyptian Room is, regardless of how cold it is, there's enough girls at that show to warm you guys up. So it's just hot from start to fucking finish.
Yeah, and some of them are kind of fat, and those girls are even warmer.
Yes.
You just snuggle up, and it's like a big blanket, skin blanket.
Exactly. I mean, with Indy, coming to these same cities every year, is it to the point where you guys have been here so many times where it's the same girls every time, or are you guys still able to somehow find new girls every time?
Well, that's a really great question. And yes, there's a lot of the same repeat sexual encounters. Let's just say that, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of the same people come, and we get to see them again. And this is the way it was for us when we played every week in LA. We had people that would come every single week for years, and then finally they would graduate and go to the back instead of standing in the front.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, dude. I mean, it's a lot of the same girls, and then a lot of guys bring their girlfriends for the first time, and that's always a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll tell you, if you bring your girlfriend to a Steel Panther show, or you bring a girl to a Steel Panther show on a date, and they like it, chances are you guys are going to work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm bringing my wife.
Or you're going to fight like, oh, you are?
I'm bringing my wife for her first Steel Panther show, and I don't think she completely. I know. I'm not sure she can handle a Steel Panther show yet. She's been to a lot of shows. She's seen everyone. But I don't know if she's completely ready and understands what she's going to experience at the Steel Panther show. Don't know if she can make it through the whole thing, but we're going to find out. It's going to be...
Has she heard any of the music?
Oh, yeah. I make her listen to it. She digs the Panther. She likes the Panther. She's ready.
Well, look, dude, she's with you, and you're listening to some of that.
She's ready. Man, the new record, dude, Heavy Metal Rules, has been out for a couple months now. Almost exactly 2 months. And this, I feel like, is musically, lyrically, and thematically your guys' strongest record you guys have put out. There's not a weak song on this record. From start to finish, kicks your ass in every way. But I have to ask, where do you get gluten-free shrooms and ecstasy? I've been wondering because...
Well, it's a scientific thing. I don't know if you know that we do a TV show called Steel Panther TV, and we have a one episode So it's called Science Panther, and that's really how we just came across it accidentally. We were able to genetically transform some of the DNA of a shroom that we found in Seattle with a gluten-free wheat thin.
Really?
And we were able to so that's how we did it.
Really? I'm going to have to try that.
Yeah, it's amazing, dude.
You have to be careful with the shrooms you get here in Indy, man, because sometimes there's just, you know, people here sometimes try to sell just mushrooms and try to tell you that they're hallucinogenic, and they're not. And then
That's not cool.
Sometimes I'm just sitting there with a plate full of mushrooms expecting a high, and fucking nothing happens, and the guy's phone number is like disconnected. I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna need to figure this out. But so many songs on this record are just, you know, they just kick your ass, man. You got, I mean, God's a Pussy, Let's Get High Tonight, I'm Not Your Bitch, Always Gonna Be a Hoe. I feel like this is one of the more autobiographical albums that you guys have put out so far. I feel a lot of real, you know, personal experiences behind a lot of these songs, especially I'm Not Your Bitch and Always Gonna Be a Hoe.
Thank you.
I mean, it's obvious. How can you not? I mean, was it hard putting yourselves out there that much, or was it once you got writing, This Is Us? You know, how did that happen?
Well, you know, the reality is all our records, and I say this with all honesty, all our songs that we write about, they all come from personal experience. Mm-hmm. Now, we obviously make, you know, there's one-liners in there, and there's, you know, we have funny lyrics, but the experiences are really drawn from stuff that's actually, the song's lyrical contents are drawn from experiences that either one of us have encountered or heard a story about or something, you know, that we're related to. So, you know, for this record, it's just like a continuation, and you know, every guy has had a girlfriend, every girl has had a boyfriend, and, you know, this is, I think I'm Not Your Bitch is our PC song for the PC world.
It is.
We're just telling, you know, for everybody, you don't have to be anybody's bitch. You do what the fuck you want, and if somebody compliments your life and makes your life better, and you feel like you want to do those things for somebody, that's a good relationship. Mm-hmm. So if someone's just saying, hey, girl, go make me my fucking breakfast. Yo, get over here, take the track. You're like, fuck you, I'm out of here.
I live by that. I live by that song now. I've been waiting for a song like this my whole life, and I finally have one. So thank you.
Well, you're welcome. That's what we do. We're not only are we a public service and a mentor band, we also rock balls.
Exactly. And this is the record that I feel is going to, if it hasn't already, is going to put you on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's map, or the Heavy Metal Hall of Fame's map, if it hasn't already. If it hasn't yet, first off, it's a travesty, but if it hasn't, this is the record that will do it. I mean, how can it not? I mean,
I agree, and, you know, this is ironic, too, because it's not ironic, but it's our 5th studio record that we put out. And we've had this record chart number 1 in the comedy chart on Billboard, right? So every record that we put out has gone straight to number 1 on the comedy charts, which I find to be, I don't know, I think it's funny. I don't know, like, what that means, or we've never been nominated for a Grammy in the comedy world. I don't know why, if we're number 1.
It's bullshit.
I mean, how many people have had a number 1 comedy record in Billboard? And, you know, let's not forget, that probably, you know, means that you sold like 30 records, but still, it's number 1.
Well, nobody has since you guys came along, because you do it every time. You should.
Yeah, thank you. So,
you know,
we should have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. We had the longest running show in Hollywood's history, 13 years, every Monday night on the Sunset Strip. We deserve a star. So I'm just advocating for it right now.
Well, I mean, I think they should name the Walk of Fame after you guys and give you a star.
Thanks.
But it's in your name, Michael Starr. on the Walk
Yes.
of Fame.
Now you're seeing the logic here.
Exactly.
And they should buy his houses.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I've got to ask, man. Yesterday we had the big news, and I kind of want your opinion of it. Obviously, Motley Crue is back together. The supposedly big tour next year being rumored: Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, but nobody's talking about how those guys should be opening up for Steel Panther on that tour. You guys should be headlining that. Those guys should be opening for Steel Panther. I mean, you guys were their biggest influence at one point, I believe. So when's that happening, man?
Well, let's just get the record straight. Motley Crue started what they started,
Mm-hmm.
and Van Halen started it all for all those bands.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, now that we got that cleared up,
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was coming.
Sure.
I knew right when they signed it 6 years ago that this was going to happen down the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way it is. I mean, they are too iconic of a band just to go away and never play again. Even when I heard the news, I was like, really? Don't do that. That sucks. I mean, I would understand taking a break, but I guess I don't know, man. I'm not in their position. They've been rocking big time for fucking 30, 40 years, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I
think everyone had a feeling this was going to happen at one point. Yeah. Nobody retires for good until they're like dead.
Dead.
Yeah.
So,
and even then, they've got holograms now. So even then,
totally.
it's not.
Dio's still playing.
I know. Do you think we could ever get a Steel Panther hologram after things are all said and done?
Oh, dude, that'd be rad.
Like,
I got to be honest with you, man. I'm actually I'm glad that they're coming back.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're touring with Def and Poison.
Yeah.
It's going to be an epic tour that will get everyone excited about rock and roll and heavy metal again.
Oh yeah.
And it's important, dude. That's what we are trying to do. See, I don't know if people realize this, but Motley Crue retired, and we kept going because we're not stopping trying to bring heavy metal back. And now, look, they're back.
Yep. Hello?
I'm not going to say it's because of us.
Right.
I'm just saying that we, fuck yeah, it's because of us.
You guys played a role in that. Metal.
Yes.
Metal is more mainstream now and more popular than it has been in a while. And there's one common denominator in that.
Steel Panther.
It ain't Nickelback. It's Steel Panther.
No, it's not Nickelback.
It's Steel Panther.
Yeah, dude, we're still here. We're not giving up.
That's right. I mean, with the show coming up in Indy next week, let's get back on track with the show in Indy next week. Last year, you did the Sunset Strip tour, which, by the way, best Ozzy impression I've ever fucking seen, by the way, is Michael Starr. Absolutely amazing. But last year, you played a lot of covers and played a couple, the more popular Panther songs. This time around, are we back to the all original, mainly Steel Panther originals with some new songs sprinkled in? Are we getting a lot of new material, or what are we looking at? Because there's a lot of Panther songs that you guys can play live now.
Yeah, it's really difficult to come up with a set now because we have a bigger body of music.
Yeah.
So yes, we are not. This tour is just about Steel Panther.
Awesome.
You never know what we will play, but we're not planning on, going 50-50 with the covers and our songs.
Right.
We're going to do three new songs off the record.
Okay.
And then we're going to do a couple songs we haven't done in years, and then we are going to play all our classics.